Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Rush cards coming tomorrow in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, headlined by Galaxy Opal Andrew Wiggins, who's going to be a monster. The rest of the cards in this set, well, that remains to be seen. But Andrew Wiggins will be a stud in my team. That is a incredible centerpiece headliner right there for a great Galaxy Opal shooting guard. That card will be phenomenal, guaranteed. I'll talk about why in this video. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's talk about this Rush set. So Andrew Wiggins is the headliner, obviously, who is a 6'7", 6'8" shooting guard, really versatile, athletic, good all-around card with a big player build, smooth release, all that type of stuff. Pink Diamond Ben Wallace, Pink Diamond Darren Williams. I'm not going to lie, those are not the most exciting names in the world. John Starks is a 6'5" PG. He's going to be damn good. PJ Brown, don't know about that one. The question with Ben Wallace and PJ Brown is going to be, can they shoot the ball? And we'll talk about those cards as we get to them. But you know who we're going to start with, obviously, is going to be Andrew Wiggins. And I am really, really excited about this Wiggins card this year for good reason. So his Amethyst this year, I loved this card. To be fair, he was an Amethyst. He only has 3 Hall of Fame badges. He's not insanely complete, no Limitless, no Speed Booster. Not an incredibly complete, incredibly good card. This came out, I mean, he came out early December, obviously. He's not that great. But his release is really nice. And Braun dribble style is good. Now, he's probably going to see a lot of SIG changes, I would expect. I think he'll see a good amount of SIG changes. His behind the back is nice as well. But I expect we're going to see a couple of SIG changes on the card. His release will likely be, if not on very quick, it will at least be on quick. And he's going to maybe even get a leaner change. I mean, he's going to get some good animation changes because all the Galaxy Opals do. So he's going to get some good animation changes, but his base animations are already very solid, and that is important. He has a nice escape. He's got one of the good pro escapes. The pro escape is a filler escape, just like pro is for leaner, pro is for behind the back. Like those are fillers on 2KDB, by the way, if y'all didn't know, which means basically they could be like four or five. There could be a bunch of different animations, basically, if it says pro in those areas, and escape, moving behind the back, and leaner. I know those for sure are like that, so regardless, this Wiggins card should be very, very good. I expect he will be a elite all-around statistical card who is super versatile athletically, but also shoots the ball to super high level. Very complete as a base card badge-wise. I hope he gets a movable enforcer. I don't expect him to get that, but that would be nice. The thing is, remember this Wiggins last year? Not this one. The Galaxy Opal Wiggins right here that we got in the end of January last year. So a month and a half after we're getting this Wiggins, who's also a 98 overall. So the Wiggins will look better than this Wiggins did. He will have 26 Hall of Fame badges instead of 15, which means he's going to have a bunch of shooting badges. Probably will have off Limitless, I assume, but at very worst, that will be on gold. He'll have Hoff Speed Booster, Blow By, Handles for Days, bunch of defense, probably Hoff Anchor, really good all-around stats, 98 drive. I mean, he's going to be something like this. If not, he's going to be a better version of this card with a really good release, upgraded animations. He's going to be an absolutely elite card. And what that means is that Rush has now dropped a phenomenal point guard, shooting guard, and small forward so far this season between Reeves, Wiggins, and James Worthy. I'm not talking about Danny Granger as much. He was pretty mediocre, but as a whole, free content this season has been absolutely popping. It's just a shame that it's very limited in terms of the top tier guys. Like there are a lot of top tier guys, but there just are I mean, there aren't a ton of top tier guys. There are some very, very good ones, but like if you're not using Reeves, Worthy, Wiggins, like I don't know what you're doing if you don't have the gambling on the cards. Like as a nobody spent player, your options are just very limited in terms of top tier cards, which I don't love. At the same time, like Pink Diamond Ben Wallace, Pink Diamond Darren Williams, the thing about Darren Williams is he's just not going to be great regardless. I don't see a world in which Darren Williams is a particularly great card. At best, he's like a halfway decent Pink Diamond point guard. Because the thing about Darren Williams and his animations is, number one, release isn't very good. And he's a Pink Diamond, which means his animations aren't going to get upgraded. So his release already, plain and simple, is not going to be very good. SIGs are not top tier either. He'll be a good shooter. He'll be fast. I'm sure they'll give him pretty good defense as well. And I'm sure they'll probably make him see solidly athletic. But at the same time, card's not going to be very good. He doesn't have great animations, and as a Pink Diamond, unless they start changing Pink Diamond animations tomorrow, which I doubt, I do not think this Darren Williams card is going to be very good at all. He is almost a no-brainer, like, bad card. Ben Wallace will only be good if he can shoot the 3-ball, and I think the odds of him being able to shoot the 3-ball are relatively low. I would not be surprised at all to load up 2KDB tomorrow and see him have like a 53-ball, 43-ball, something along those lines. I hope we load up 2KDB tomorrow and it says like 75, because a free Ben Wallace Wallace with like a 75 3-ball would be a really good card. If a card that looked something along these lines, which this card came out in March of last year, obviously this was an OPAL, but this card could shoot the ball decently and was phenomenally athletic, could put the ball on the floor a little bit, and an absolutely elite versatile defender, which obviously he'll be a phenomenal defender. But he's like, what, 6'8" at the power forward position, or 6'9", sorry. He's not huge. At the same time, he will be an exceptional defender, and he will be very usable if and only if he has like a 70-ish 3-ball. If he has a 50 3-ball, even maybe a 60 3-ball, I mean, 60 you'll be able to hit wide open, but it just won't be consistent enough for me to feel confident about it. The thing is, his release really is not that bad. It's not incredible this year, but it's not awful. So, and he also has tray escape, which is nuts. So if he gets a decent release, he'll actually have like legit, he'll be a really interesting, like playmaking, super fast, super athletic, incredible defender power forward who's capable-ish as a shooter, because he will be able to get every badge. So that's a card that has promise, but only if he can shoot the 3-ball. If he can't shoot the 3-ball, there's just no point. John Starks. That is the card that if I was going to say right now what is most likely to be the second best card out of tomorrow's drop, I would say John Starks. The reason I say that is because he has a 6'5" point guard who was already a good defender on his day one Ruby card, at least per day one standards. So you are likely looking at an elite level defensive 6'5" point guard who is going to be really, really good with his defensive badges. Also has a absolutely money release. This Jaden Springer base is pretty darn easy and easy to green. Definitely not a bad, not a fan, or I don't dislike that one at all, I should say. Pro 2 fade is a top tier fade. Pro dribble style is good as well. I don't know what escape he has, but Steph's dragback is also phenomenal. So he's got some really solid sigs. He's a 6'5", really good slashing PG probably, or at least a capable slasher at very worst. Very good shooter and very good defender, and I expect he'll have pretty good playmaking ability as well. He is likely to be, like, I think a good statistical comparison to him is probably the Diamond Markelle Fultz that we got a couple weeks ago in Rush. Wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of similar to this card, maybe 92 speed, maybe even a little better than this defensively, like 90 interior. Pretty capable slasher, something like 85 or 90 driving dunk, and a 93 3-ball, maybe half limitless. Like, I'm expecting him to be a really good card. I think he'll be very usable at the point guard position, so that's an intriguing option. Now, PJ Brown. He is the last card. I don't think PJ Brown's a guy who people are super excited about. No offense. It's just not a gigantic name, and also he's never a shooter. I don't think PJ Brown has ever really gotten a card that can shoot the ball. So the question is, can he shoot the ball at all? And that is going to be like the deciding factor on if he's any good. He's never really gotten any higher tier cards, though, besides these like Season 2 low overall cards, like these garbage cards. He's never gotten any good cards. So will he be able to shoot the ball? That is the question. If the answer is yes, well, he could be decent. If not, probably not going to be great. Animation-wise, he has Marcus Morris's base, which is actually a good jump shot. Basic dribble style isn't great. Harden's escape isn't great. Normal fade, mediocre 6. No, okay, so he's probably not that good, but his release looks okay. So if he has a decent release, if he has a decent jump shot rating, he might be okay. But I think odds are that's a card that's going to have a 53 ball and probably not going to be all that good. So Darren Williams, almost guarantee he sucks. Ben Wallace will be great if he can shoot, bad if he can't. PJ Brown, same thing, although likely not great if he can shoot, just decent if he can shoot. If he can't shoot, he'll suck. And then John Stark's probably very good. Andrew Wiggins will be one of the best shooting guards in the game, a top-tier elite card, and a card that I will 100% be grinding for. I will be completing these Rush agendas exclusively for the purpose of getting Wiggins because he will play on my team, and I think he will be an absolutely phenomenal card who will play on a lot of other people's teams as well. So overall, because Wiggins is as good as he is, I will consider this a W, but I do hope to see Ben Wallace be decent, PJ Brown be decent, that type of stuff, so that it's not literally just a Andrew Wiggins and then like secondarily Starks as the only good card. So hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.